Father in heaven, bless us as we gather for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts as we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hancock County Commission will come to order this February 16th, 2017 at 2:30 p.m. Has roll call been taken?
Mr. President, all Hancock County Commissioners are present.
Thank you. Approval of minutes for the February 9th, 2017. Accept the motion.
Move to approve.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Correspondence. Fred McDonald, Executive Director of the Northern Panhandle Community Criminal Justice Board, requesting approval of agreement concerning the number of appointed board members. Matter of record.
I move to make the Northern Panhandle Community Criminal Justice Board a matter of record.
Discussion. Just for the record, we have two members on that particular board. It's the sheriff and the prosecutor.
That's correct, sir.
All in favor of making a matter of record?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Correspondence from Pat Ford, Executive Director of the Business Development Corporation, requesting $30,000 for fiscal year 2017-18. Gentlemen, I'll accept the motion that we make it a matter of record and put in our files that we'll look at funding later.
I move to make it a matter of matter of record.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to tabled items, Clean Air Act. I'll accept the motion. We leave it on the table.
So moved.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under new business, approval of January 2017 Animal Shelter Report.
Move to approve the report as written.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval to advertise for grass bids. Gentlemen, there are 5 proposed packages that we have before us. Accept the motion to allow us to advertise.
Move to make the motion to advertise those, please.
Discussion? We will just, as far as the advertising goes, we'll advertise this on our Hancock County website, and it'll be in the Hometown News. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under Finance, approval of exoneration orders.
There were none.
Approval of general county bills.
$74,339.09. Pay card payment was $46,221.17.
Accept the motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the Animal Shelter Levy Fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of Library Levy Fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the Shelter Workshop Levy Fund bills and requisitions.
There were none.
Okay. Citizens' remarks. Today we have Ms. Donna from the Hancock County Health Department.
Okay, I am Donna Jaluko, Hancock County Health Department, and I'm also a citizen in Hancock County. Gentlemen, it was never my intention to insinuate that the county commission bullied any Board of Health member or any health department staff, although there's different types of bullying going on. We're not going into that. I know each one of you personally, and I never intended for my comment to be directed at the county commissioners as a whole body or any of you individually. So with that being said, I want to publicly, one take, formally apologize to you as the Hancock County Commission, and to all of you as my friends, Jeff, Joe, and Paul. However, I do want to clarify my statement. I did make the statement about feeling bullied. I stand by my comment with this clarification. It was never again intended to be for you all, but it was directed at the individual who brought you the proposed order. And I'm not even going to go there today as well. If you need any more explanation, you can come see me. You know where I work. The mission of the Hancock County Health Department is to provide services that promote healthy, thriving, educated residents throughout our communities. We strive to deliver our services in an efficient, courtesy, respectful, and non-discriminatory manner. As an employee of the Hancock County Health Department, I truly believe in this mission statement, in what I do, and what the Hancock County Board of Health does. We have presented you with facts, statements, articles from the CDC, newspapers all over the place. And regardless of what your decision will be on this proposed order, I will only speak for myself today, that I will give 110% when it comes to promoting healthy, thriving, educated residents throughout our communities in Hancock County. Thank you.
Thank you. Carolyn Baker with the Hancock County Health Department.
Thank you. As Donna said, we represent the citizens of Hancock County, and I wanted to speak for some that are always often forgotten, the unborn. Last week someone had made the comment, and we hear this comment over and over and over, that if people don't want to be in a smoking environment, then they don't have to go inside. However, the unborn children of the pregnant workers there are being exposed to a dangerous influence, which results in low birth weight and sometimes sudden infant death syndrome. So I wanted to speak on behalf of those citizens of Hancock County. Also, a lot was said about the economy, and according to the U.S. Census, as you know, our county has lost a large bit of its population over a period of decades. But in relation to the last census in the year 2000, and then estimates of 2015, it says that the population of Hancock County, 20.7% are 65 or older. 19.54% are under 18. 13.9% are under 65 with a disability. And 13.7% are people in poverty. The per capita income is $23,845. So the consumer purchasing power is not what it used to be in this county either. So I'm just saying that those are reasons why businesses are struggling now. It's not, everything is not because of the clean indoor air. We lost Sears, we're losing JCPenney's and Macy's from the mall. It's not because of the clean indoor air, it's because of the economy. So I just wanted to have you consider that. Meanwhile, we're trying to do something that will help citizens. I also wanted to say that, also in regards to the economy, in 2008, Mountaineer had a large layoff. 4% of its workforce, 93 jobs. This is 2008, so it had nothing to do with the clean indoor air. In 2012, they laid off another 47 hardworking employees. Again, this has nothing to do with the clean indoor air. It has to do with the change in the population and the economy. So we're trying to promote health and protection to the citizens, and just want you to differentiate between that and what is going on in the economy. Let's see. other things affect the reduction in money, such as gas prices, people having to save money because they're getting less, they're being laid off, the prices of things are going up. So they don't have as much disposable income to spend. And as when I read those statistics about the older people, it seems to me, when I've been, in my job I go into these places, and most of the people are older people. Well, eventually they die, and they're no longer playing. And a lot of younger people, it's not something maybe that they're inclined to do, to play the machines. So that's another reason there could be less people playing. So that's all I wanted to say, just to remember our job is to protect the health of the community, and I thank you for this opportunity to talk.
Next, Rudy Rosnick, Hancock County Animal Shelter subject. He's talking as a private citizen today.
Okay, my name is Rudy Rosnick. Last week, based on documents you provided, we presented the fact that since taking over the operation of the county animal shelter in July, the euthanasia rate at the shelter had doubled to over 10%, and the expense to operate the shelter has also doubled. In fact, you spent over $195,500 of the $202,000 fiscal year 2017 budget in the first 6 months of your operation. Today, we'd like to remind everybody how we got into this situation. In February 2016, the Commission informed the nonprofit operating the shelter that there would be a, quote, minor contract changes to a new contract which would be implemented in July 1st. In May, with support from the foundation, the citizens of Hancock County passed an excess levy by 72.5%. No shelter operational changes were proposed during the levy campaign. The Commission issued a request for bids to operate the animal shelter in May and had a pre-bid meeting in May. Only one organization, the Hancock County Animal Shelter Foundation, attended the meeting. Even though bids to operate the shelter for fiscal year 2007 closed at 10 o'clock, June 10th, the proposed contract with changes was not available at the pre-bid meeting. The foundation actually was given the new proposed contract on June the 2nd. The proposed contract contained 4 significant changes. They were, first, the Commission removed the commitment to provide a minimum of $80,000 annually to support shelter operation. This commitment had been in previous contracts for 19 years. The second change, a statement that the shelter could not use a wait list to manage shelter intake when space or staffing issues mandated such to humanely operate the shelter. All shelters and rescues in Ohio Valley use a wait list to manage their operation. Third, adoption fees would be directed to the Commissioner's General Fund and not used by the shelter operator to offset medical expenses to prepare animals for adoption. And fourth, which was always considered the showstopper, the county euthanasia policy was expanded from a 3-sentence paragraph which identifies state statute requirements to a 1.5-page policy including new Hancock County requirements not required by any new or updated state code. The new county requirements indicated the shelter operator must destroy an animal after 5 days of residence at the shelter or face material breach of contract. It also allowed the Commission to destroy the animals in question if the operator did not and charge them for the action. The new contract also clearly states that euthanasia is, quote, the preferred policy of cost control at the shelter. As identified above, the foundation had a week to meet, analyze what had changed in this contract, meet with their attorney, and decide a course of action. The Commission had from February until June the 2nd, close to 5 months, to author the contract changes. The foundation delivered a bid on June 9th stating their bid of $188,000 to operate the shelter for fiscal year 2017 and also requested 30 days to negotiate changes to the proposed contract. Again, they were given 7 days to react to the contract after the Commission spent 5 months proposing changes. The foundation attorney and the commission attorney continued to discuss contract changes from, again, the June 9th date until June 23rd. You know, they were not formal meetings, as Mr. Lucas has said, but they were telephone conversations between the two attorneys. The commission announced at their June 23rd meeting that they had not received any bids. The foundation was shocked by this statement. Later that evening on television, the commissioners announced that they would assume operation of the shelter effective July 1st. On July 1st, Mr. Vitus went to the shelter and informed foundation employees and volunteers that they must leave. Several foundation staff offered to stay to humanely manage the shelter transition to the commission operation of the shelter, but they were asked to leave and were offered applications to apply for county jobs at the shelter. Sometime between the commissioner's decision to operate the shelter in late June and the commission operation of the shelter beginning July 1, phone calls were made to certain citizens offering county jobs at the shelter.
Excuse me, Mr. Rosnick, are you presenting any new information today, or are we going over what we've heard for the last 7 months?
Yes, we're just trying to put
I
a
know, but
reminder, because a lot of people...
You remind
have
us every 2 weeks, and I'm just
Okay.
wondering if you're going to provide any additional information today. Is there anything new that you're wishing to provide to the commission today, or to the press?
No, I'm just reminding Jeff of what has happened over the course of the past 7 months and why we're in the situation we're in now.
Well, we appreciate that.
Okay, then I'll summarize it at the end just by saying we strongly believe the commission should do what is in the best interest of Hancock County and reconsider their June decision. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next presenter, Diane Rosnick.
I won't be speaking.
Saying that, for the good of the order, Karen, anything to come before the commission today? Mr. Lucas?
Not today, sir.
Mr. Vitus?
No, not today.
Tracy from 911?
I just wanted to thank you for hiring Emily at your last commission meeting. She's already started her training, and she's doing very well, so thank you for that.
Thank you. The commission would like to acknowledge we have a visitor with us today, Mary Jo Guidi. She's with Senator Manchin's office. Appreciate you coming. Thank you. Anything you'd like to address the commission on today?
Just that it's a pleasure always to be here and to hear what's happening in Hancock County. As a field rep for the senator, we do report back to him what is taking place in our communities. So thanks for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you. Mr. Longi? Carol, anything from the extension office today?
Yes. Very happy to announce that we are going to be bringing back Energy Express again this summer for a 9th year. We're going to be hosting it up at Allison Elementary as well as in Weirton Elementary. We are currently seeking applications for AmeriCorps members to serve as the mentors this summer. We will be hiring at least 13 individuals this summer, 11 of which will need to be current full-time college students to serve as the mentors. Not give me someone as old as me, as long as I'm a full-time college student, I can be a mentor this summer. So it is not an age thing. It's also not specific to education majors. We take all majors. I have had business majors. I've had computer science majors who have been excellent mentors for us. So we're very excited to announce that we are bringing that back. And we will have our annual County Roundup competition next week. So we're looking forward to the creativity of our students there as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Jackie from the Health Department?
Just one quick note to let you guys know there was $1 million federal grant that came to West Virginia, and it's to address some of the opioid overdose things that are going on. So the behavioral health and health facilities is going to manage and administer the trainings and so forth. But we at the health department are already trained to provide the Narcan trainings to the general public or those first people there. And we're a recipient of some of that money here in Hancock County. So we are going to get approximately 600 doses of the Narcan. So I just wanted to let you guys know we're bringing some here.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeremy, Emergency Services?
I don't have anything today.
Okay. Mr. Wright?
Yeah, our new employee, Ms. Pettaway, started today, and I think she's going to work out just fine. And our one employee that's off sick will probably be off for another month or so, but hopefully within the next month we'll be back up to full strength and full speed ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Chuck. Sheriff, your office?
Nothing today, sir.
Mr. X.
I just wanted to give an update on George. He's progressing better. He goes to the doctor on Monday, and he hopes to be able to come back limited, but next week. That's what he's hoping for.
Thank you. Thank you. Commissioner Cowie.
Nothing at this time.
Commissioner Barnaby.
Mr. Luca. Apologies accepted. And it was never mad at you. For today.
Donna, thank you for clearing that up. I mean, there's definitely never been any intentions on behalf of the county commission to bully you or anyone else, but thank you. Would like to mention that the county commissioners, we attended the County Commission Association meeting this past week, Sunday, Monday, training seminars. Actually, Senator Manchin was he was there by webcam and talked to the group. I found it to be informative. Even after many years, you still go down there, and if you want to learn something, you're able to do so. But it was good that all three commissioners were able to make that. I'm happy for that. If there's no other business to come before the commission, I would like to announce that Monday, February 20th, the courthouse will be closed. It's President's Day. And our next meeting will be March 2nd, 2 weeks from today at 2:30 p.m. I'll accept a motion that we adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Okay.